All right, let's try this again. Hello again. I'm Rachel Arazo, your intuitive divination mentor and intuitive business coach. Let's see, let's get people back in here. I appreciate your patience. Like, Facebook randomly decided that my camera wasn't working. I don't know. So it turned me off. Let's try this again. There we go. I have sound. Yeah, I do. Let's get people back in here. So we had, there we go. Hello again, Lauren. I don't know what's wrong with Facebook this morning. Facebook has been funky. But like I was saying before, it rudely cut me off. Um, that this month actually marks the 1 year anniversary for the Crone Academy officially starting with the first tarot course, and then we in March this year launched the psychic course, and now the palmistry course is running, and it's just gotten better. Hello, April. Hello, Lynn. Let's get our wonderful ladies back in here. We had a Cindy. Yes, we had a Cindy. We had an Adrian. Yes, we had these lovely ladies in here. Yeah, Facebook is funky today, Lynn. But good morning or evening, wherever in the world that you are. We have people of all countries in here. I will not touch my setup and make sure that it doesn't mess with me again. There's this glare on my stuff. Whatever. There we go. Hi again, Adrian. I appreciate you coming back. So, so this important message. Yay, you're back. Yay. I'm glad you are. So this important message that all of a sudden I need to do. And so last night, for those that aren't friends with me on Facebook, you should add me. I post funny things and escapades with my toddler. Last night, for those that know me and that are friends with me on Facebook, you know that I've been doing National Novel Writing Month. There's a book I've been working on since 2008, since I was in middle school, and finally it's getting done. I'm at the halfway mark. I'm at a little over 25,000 words. And last night when I was supposed to be writing my daily words, which I only got to like 900, but whatever, all of a sudden, I got this download. And instead of writing out my book, I started writing out almost this monologue, slam poetry-esque message. Because for those that don't know, I have a degree in theater. Anything that has to do with the stage, I've done. I've set design, costume design, lighting, write. I have some published plays and some short stories. I'm a director. I'm a stage manager. Literally every nook and cranny of the theater I know, and a lot of it goes into the work that I teach you guys. A lot of, hence why our last series was the Kick the Stage Fright series, for a reason, because I know stage fright very well. So this monologue just started spilling out, and I started laughing, and I started crying. I'm expecting to ugly cry today, by the way. So if you're not good with that, I'm giving you a forewarning. There will be some funny moments, there will be some sad moments, but there's something, this message that just came through that last night I felt like I needed to tell you immediately. So that's why I popped on and I was like, okay, I've got a message for everybody. I'm not going to do it now because it's late and I don't have my setup because my daughter was sleeping. But I will do it today when I normally go live, or when I choose to go live. So, be prepared. This is going to be interesting. To be honest, because I like being authentic and honest with you guys, I'm a little scared. because some of this stuff actually rings really personal to me. So we'll see if you get any, if anything within it rings true for you. And then afterwards is my thank you for sitting through and listening to the message with me. I will go ahead and do some card readings for your practice and for your business. And you can let me know in the comments if you would prefer to have readings from the Getting Into the Vortex cards or the Tattoo Tarot. Okay. These are the decks that I'm inclined to work with today. The Getting Into the Vortex cards for this version is good for relationships. So we would be working on your relationship with your business or money and things like that. Tattoo Tarot, this is my money deck. So as a thank you for sitting through this most likely highly emotional and energetic and Reiki infused monologue that I channeled last night, let me know what kind of deck you would like me to use. So we will get started then. we will get started. And let me have water first. Hang on. All right. So let me get my mouse, make sure I'm here. Okay. To the members of my Facebook community, you, to the readers who've been with me since the beginning, to the watchers from my YouTube channel, to the photo lovers from my Instagram, to the friends from my neighborhood, to the free reading seekers from my Tumblr, to the supporters from my Pagan Pride community, I see you. To the readers who just started and barely know what they're doing, to the readers who don't feel like they can do this divination thing, to the psychics who stay up at night afraid to fall asleep for lest the voices consume their minds again and keep them from dreaming soundly, to the psychics who wish that they could create fire and teleport and fly and create magic out of thin air, to the witches who cast spells in the moonlight because for the first time ever they found a circle of workers that sing to their soul, to the students who struggle with carrying their books and tarot decks to class, sneaking in daily draws before the professor arrives, to the teachers who just started experimenting with their spirituality this year and are afraid of seeing it disappear behind piles of papers to grade. I see you. To the techies who are struggling to eat tonight but show up at the theater every day ready to not be seen. To the actors who read runes before their audition, repeating lines through their mind like a leaky faucet, praying that this is their break. To the lighting and costume and props and scene designers who write checks for $1 million and stuff them in their wallets to be cashed at a later date, hoping that Abraham was right about this mindset thing. To the stage managers who have all the vitamin D, ibuprofen, and sharp pencils that you'll ever need, who conduct shows better than any god I've ever seen or believed in from a dark booth with names that will never appear in the playbills. To the directors who walk across that empty stage, feeling the heat of the lights, remembering the days when they sang out in an empty auditorium with arching prosceniums dressed in red velvet valances, wishing for a shot at the big time, and feel like Mama Morton when she says that she was born too early and started too late. To the writers who feel like every piece of copy, every play, every book, every line they write is being performed by little mice inside their minds, and it drives them mad that they may never see the light of day because it's just not good enough. To the actor who's discovered witchcraft for the first time and realizes that ritual is as close to being in the moment, having that motivation, being chorus member number 512, standing center stage with that spotlight beaming down in them, as it ever was. To the child who's memorized Cats the Musical and every other musical movie and show and book backwards and forwards, and years later can be found dancing the choreography in the kitchen. I see you. To the mothers who stay up all night crying because their newborn refuses to nurse and are scrolling through news feeds, there it goes, on dimly lit phones so they feel like they're still connected to humanity, while wounded in ways no one will ever tell them about before. Oh. To the mothers who are covered nightly in blood and shit and breast milk and tears as they clean up the babies but let themselves be filthy for another hour. To the mothers who are forced by their husbands to sit and eat for 5 minutes and just let the baby cry. To the fathers who struggle with babies who aren't screaming for them, but for mothers who are off working and studying and pulling all-nighters to bring in money. To the fathers who sell their PlayStations and collector's editions and books and cellos and hair to buy Pampers and Totinos. To the parents who run to work, briefly kissing their children on the forehead before school, half dropping their messenger bags as they struggle to beat the morning traffic but forgot to meditate today. To the spouses that wake up 2 hours before sunrise so they can journal in the dark and have some peace and quiet before the eyes of their offspring awaken. To the couples who practice throwing bones on each other because you're best friends and your families just don't understand. I see you. The maidens who have no clue where to begin. To the mothers who feel like they're going nowhere fast. To the crones who feel like the best years are behind them and they're lost in the void within their bodies, hearts, minds, souls, and voices. I see you. The person who's grown so accustomed to stress permeating through their body that the phrase let it go or relax strikes an angering chord within them, and you're lucky they don't punch you in the face right now. To the person who's a guru at paying their bills on time, but feels guilty as fuck for buying a nice shirt or pants because it's too much money at $45 a pair. To the person who's forgot what it's like to live without money stress or worrying if their children or spouse or pets or coworkers or friends are okay. To the person who can't relax and enjoy the moment because they can see when the other person or psychic or actor or techie misses their cue and drops the prop or phrases the channeling in a way that makes them feel like maybe none of us are authentic or real or tuned in, tapped in, turned on. To the person who works 7 days a week at 3 different jobs because they're chasing dreams from elementary school that their parents tell them will never happen. To the people who are like other people and are too afraid to look the cashier in the eye or when someone holds the door open and feels like the world is judging them from the inside out without realizing that every person who they cross on the sidewalk or pass in your 1994 gold Cadillac DeVille is thinking the exact same thing. I see you. The business owner who struggles with getting started because they're afraid of the long sleepless nights working on a useless website that's still not quite right. To the business owner who wishes there were more hours in the day so they could laugh and smile and relax without their phone buzzing from another disaster in their own communities. To the business owner who's been doing this for a while but has hit a glass ceiling because they're too afraid to ask for help. To the business owner who watches their words in masterminds and masterclasses and communities and groups and chats with their fellow business owners for lest they drop a negative energy bomb in the middle of their high-flying vibe kite that brings on them the death of 1,000 manifestations because they had a moment of doubt. To the business owner who makes money jars to shake endlessly and improv spells to release control from their goals while still being specific, but not too specific because the universe doesn't like that kind of thing. To the business owner who does their quarterly taxes and taps away the anger and the stress and the resistance so that $1 million has no issue rolling in someday. To the business owner who goes to the shitty 9 to 5 because that's what normal people do when their souls are meant to heal the world and they shake their fists and beat their chests at the frustration of having to tell another customer, no, I can't do that. That's against company policy. When in reality, they know damn well they could do it, but if they do, they'll lose their financial stability and that endless stream of stable, quote unquote, cash will dry up. To the business owner who fills up 10 journals a year with affirmations and meditations and scrying insights and chakra sketches and biosyn scan notes because they realize that the more they work on themselves, the more their business improves. To the business owner that feels their freebie isn't educating enough. To the business owner who packs all of their knowledge into small offers that barely pay the mortgage and in an effort to bring in some kind of support, but never hear a single cha-ching from their phone. To the business owner who feels this way because every other coach and reader and candle maker out there looks like they are and says they are and feels like they're more experienced than they are right now, and they'll reach that level never, so why do they bother? To the business owners who stick with word of mouth because technology has jumped too far ahead of them to understand fast enough. To the business owners who've had it up to here with those bullshit double and triple and quadruple digits from the universe when picking up the phone or sending an email or telling someone straight to their face, you're fucking up or you're doing great, champ, is a much more straightforward way of giving confirmation for if they're doing this business thing right. I see you. I see you. I was you. I am you. And I'll most likely be you. You're ravishing. You're valid. You're supported. You're loved. So come into my home. Walk into my circle. Sit down in my kitchen. I have a cup of tea, a warm slice of pie, and a warm fleece blanket calling your name. Let's talk about your fears. Let's cry over your trauma. Let's celebrate your successes and your failures. Let's level up our lives together. Because I can see those cha-chings coming in. I can feel the joy from your soul when you book your first client. I can see the stress oozing from your flesh when you have your income double and then triple and then more. I can taste the anticipation for your first fair and your first webinar and your first talk. I can hear the words of all your adoring fans and clients and customers and souls that you've helped pass on to the next world, wherever that may be. I can believe in you and me, even if you don't believe in me or you, and I do. Because you are a beacon of light. You are light workers. You are energy. You are healers. You are no longer wounded. You are no longer searching for an answer because you are the answer. You are on the right path. You have all of the doors open. You have all of the hands extended out to you. You have all of the invitations ready to be RSVP'd. You have everything ready for you if you would just take the first damn step. I hear you. I support you. I push you. I coach you. I mentor you. I entertain you. I create for you. I channel for you. I heal you. I love you. I see you. Okay. I need a second. Oh my God. I see the people coming in that have been saying hello to me. Hello, I saw all of you. I just didn't want to break it. I didn't want to stop. Otherwise, I knew I probably would not start up again. Oh my God. It's been a while. Oh, okay. Let's see. That's okay. Hi, Maya. I'm glad that you weren't at your, that you didn't have to get your surgery today or your procedure today, but I'm sending all the healing your way. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Susie. Hi, Inger. Hi, Judy. Hi, Deb. No, I promise I haven't been spying on you. This is what I was channeling last night. And if you have not, if you came in the middle, please make sure you go back and listen from the beginning. Because last night I was writing my book and this came out, and I need to make sure that every single person in this community hears this. So please make sure when you're done, go back and watch from the beginning. Hi, Maria. Hi, Mariah. Hi, Tammy. Thank you, everybody. That's okay, Mariah. I'm going to be also sending out a replay to everybody on the newsletter, and I'm going to be posting it on the YouTube channel. So don't worry if you have to go back. Oh, thank you, everybody. I love all of you. Yeah, the waterworks. It started. It started so bad. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Now, for everybody, everybody in here that was sitting through that, if you would like to have some cards for me, this is going to be really relaxed today, hence why I got the ambiance. I've got the candles going. You can't smell it, but I sprayed the lemongrass in here. And the whole time I was clutching my Ganesh that one of our lovely group members, Colleen, sent me. I love it. It's beautiful. I use him all the time. Ganesh is my dude. Choose. Let me know. Which deck would you like? Because today I want you to focus on your business or your practice, whatever stage that you're at, whether you are the maiden, the mother, or the crone right now from where you want to be. Which would you like? Okay, we can do the Tattoo Tarot, or we can do the Vortex cards. Vortex. I'm getting votes for Vortex. Getting votes for Vortex. Oh, thank you, Susie. Susie's my moon sister. She's wonderful. Yeah, it last night I was writing it and I'm like, I need to not read this out loud. Otherwise I'm gonna break down. I need to focus on going back to my book, which I didn't write any more of my book last night. I have to catch up today. But we shall do some Vortex cards. Which, these, Jerry and Esther Hicks, for those that don't know, Esther Hicks is a channel, and she channels a group of people called Abraham. You can go on YouTube, listen to Abraham's teaching. It's all about the law of attraction. and they created money cards, which I don't have. They created relationship cards, everything that has to do with attracting things that are in the vortex. So these cards are meant to help you get really clear on your energy so you can start attracting what you'd like. So we're going to talk about getting into the relationship with things. Yes, if you have a question, or even if you would just like some guidance on how to improve your relationships with things, go ahead and pop them in the comments. And I will go ahead and go on through. This is a really relaxed day today. After that emotional Lisa, Mercury retrograde kicked in again. Yeah, today's the ending of Venus retrograde and the start of Mercury retrograde. So we'll blame it on on the retrogrades. Vortex, please. Okay. Please read for me from whichever deck you're drawn to. Tattoo for me. Okay, tattoo. Okay, so I'll have both open. I like that. We shall do that. If you would like something answered, I will happily give you cards. Just let me know whether it's just going to be general guidance or if you have something specific. 8 coins. Tanya says, so supportive and empowering. You're super welcome. I love all of you. All of you. Whatever calls. Maya says, I think we all needed to hear that as much as you need to get it out. Thank you. Absolutely. All right. Hi, Maria. You missed you missed a doozy, but I'm so glad that you're here. Be sure to go back and watch from the beginning because I want you to hear the message that I had for everybody. Lauren, you want a general. You said you wanted the tattoo, I believe. So for those that don't know, which by the way, if you get the tattoo tarot, don't be like me and freak out because they're out of order. It drove me nuts. In reality, in the bottom like right hand corner, it's the order in which the artist drew them. So don't freak out like me if you have not gotten this deck yet. It does come with a tarot spread. So those that have seen my bedroom right across from me, we have Castlevania 2, Lords of Shadows with a very handsome Dracula. And then we have my tattoo tarot spread. I love it. So Lauren first. Let's see. You today, my dear, just pulled out the relationship cards. You have the Two of Cups. So spend today, in order to start attracting what you want, spend today working on your relationships. And this can be outside of love. This can be work relationships. This can be your relationship with money, your relationship with your guides. Just work on building that mutually working relationship today. And that is going to help you feel not only better about your current situation, but also where things are heading for you. Does that make any sense? Let me know if that makes sense. But you've got a Two of Cups today. Which makes sense also. I'm noticing, sorry, my style of intuitively reading is looking at all of the symbols. I bring in my theater, so I'm looking at the costuming specifically on here. I'm looking at the buttons here, and then I'm looking at the frills over here and the pleats that were done here, the ruffles on the sleeve, and it reminds me of the Pilgrims right here because we're heading Thanksgiving for those in the United States. So that's what sprang to my mind. That's why I was staring at it for a second because I'm like, that makes sense with Thanksgiving coming. Maybe you need to put some lovely red flowers and go all out, go get some pretty glasses, maybe make them with your daughter and put them on the table. And yes, that can include the relationship you have with yourself. Absolutely. Because that's the most important relationship of all. Absolutely. Let me know if that makes sense. I love you, Lauren. You're wonderful. Deb, a general reading for me. Did you specify? You said the tattoo. Okay. I will do my best to give everyone guidance today. Yeah, because we've only been chatting for about a half hour, so I will do my best to get to everyone that came today. And I appreciate you showing up today. So what's happening in Deb's life? One of my wonderful students. Ooh, you got the Hierophant. Beauty. And you got a Scarab. So the thing that popped in my head here first, especially because there's Egyptian imagery right here. We got an Ankh right here. So what is crawling under your skin right now? Whenever I see a scarab, I think of the Mummy with Brendan Fraser, with the scarabs crawling underneath their skin. And the thing about scarabs is they used to make them out of jade anytime they were decorative. So you have some money or some abundance that is crawling underneath your skin right now. It's driving you up the damn wall, and you feel like if it gets to a certain part of you, it would kill you, right? But the Hierophant also is about making yourself. If the magician was, let's say Jesus, because that's the first thing that pops into my head. If the magician was Jesus in terms of mastery, then the Pope or a lower priest would be the Hierophant. Or to give another thing, if Jesus was the magician, then Siddhartha Gautama, the dude who became Buddha, would be the Hierophant, because he went through the trials and tribulations. He starved himself on the path to spiritual enlightenment. He flagellated himself. He did all kinds of stuff. One of the most interesting ascended masters ever. Read up on him. I feel like you're doing that to yourself. You're letting things get underneath your skin in an effort to become this master that you feel like you should be. Get to that crone level mastery that you want to be at. When in reality, you have the tools to get it. You don't need to hurt yourself so much. I don't know why I feel like you're hurting yourself more than you need to. Let me know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? The Jade Scarab is funny. I have one. Ooh! Use it! One of your missing students. Yes, I miss you. I don't see you as often. Let's see. Was Deb answering here? Let me know if that makes sense, sweetheart. Sweetheart. You're probably older than me. Let me know. Lauren said it completely does, and I love and appreciate you too. Wonderful. All the hugs. If you only knew. Yeah, please. I've discovered recently some of the best spiritual work happened when I took myself on a date. Lauren Runk, she's my buddy now. She's one of the people in my neighborhood. We went to a lovely little pizza place last week. This is normally where I have my, yep, you're much older than me. Not to say that you're old. No, I'm 24. So you could easily be my mother, and you're actually, yeah, you'd be my mother. We went to this lovely little pizza place, and this is a place that normally I go because they sell little spiritual stuff. I got myself some manifestation spray last week. I also got myself some sage because I needed some more. They sell it. But also, it's a bookstore and a pizza place and a cafe and a toy store. You just walk right on through to all these different buildings. And I like going there because it's soothing. They're playing jazz. That's where I take myself on a date. So instead of beating yourself up a little bit, I'd take yourself on a date. Even if it's $5 to go to Michael's and squeal over the washi tape. Or to go feel all the crystals at the metaphysical store, but you never find the exact right one, but you just have fun being there. Does that make sense? Oh, yay! Does that ring? Hey, yeah, it is. We're all old souls here. I love it. That's also why I named it the Crone Academy, even though I'm technically not at the Crone in terms of age, um, because we all want to get to that level of mastery, right? Well, let me know if that feels all right for you, Deb. I love you. I'm glad that you're here. Cindy, one of our new people, I'm glad that you joined us. General guidance, please, from either deck. Sure. I'm going to give you the getting into the vortex ones. Makes a lot of sense. Going to the Dollar Tree this weekend. Yes! Live it up at the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. We go there right before we go to the dollar movies because we have the dollar movie theater here. $3 for tickets, and then go get me some candy corn that I'm not supposed to have. Whatever. Cindy, let's see. What's going on with your relationships today? You've got, I intend to see the best in everyone. It's a little funky for the imagery, huh? It's super Picasso, which I like it in this sense. Basically, you can never consistently motivate anybody to do anything. You have to remember that. But when you see the best in them, the best in a situation, best in anything, and you go over to where your version of the best of them is, and you align yourself with that and offer a signal, then you're part of the inspiration. So if you have a bad experience with someone right now, where someone sees you and they love you and then they leave, and you feel like you keep attracting that same experience over and over and over again, instead of focusing on the negative, even though there's some people that makes it very hard to see any positive in it, put them in a positive state of mind for yourself and watch as the relationship, either with that person or that event, starts to dwindle its power. Does that make any sense? Most of the time this happens with like loving relationships, but if we were to put our relationship with someone in a new light and look at the positive aspects of it, that'll help us feel a lot better with it. Yes, me and my candy corn. I still have it. I'm allowed 4 a day. I'm allowed 4. Yes, that makes sense. Wonderful. Yeah, and I know that this could easily also be the relationship with yourself. If you focus on your positive aspects, that will help you feel so much better about you. Wonderful. Lisa wanted a general. I'm slowly making my way down the list. I like to talk. Tattoo. Taro. I love you, Cindy, even though I just met you. Sending all the love your way. I'm Care Bear staring all the positive aspects into your brain. I love it. Lisa, guidance. I don't know why I was singing Gloria, but okay. You have the 10 of Cups. It's about my boyfriend. Yeah. So look at his positive aspects, and that'll make it so much better. I have to do the same thing with my husband. You will get you there. Lisa, we got the 10 of Cups for you. I feel like this has to do with what we were talking about yesterday with Thanksgiving for your home, how there's some people that you don't particularly want. Why are you not focusing? You stupid camera. It's being funky today. Stop it, technology. There we go. The best thing to do for relationships for you is to remember that you do have people you do love, and that makes anything so much better. It's almost a little bit what I was talking about with Cindy just now, where you focus on the positive aspects. You're holding the hand of someone you love. The home smells nice. It looks like a gingerbread house right now. So perhaps um, to help attract the things that you want, maybe you should build a gingerbread house. Distract yourself a little bit. I know you talked about your youngest would not be with you this season for Thanksgiving, so you're just gonna try to make do. So enjoy cutting down that Christmas tree. Enjoy building gingerbread houses with the people you do have around. That kind of thing. Does that make sense, Lisa? I know you are also an amazing student, and sometimes you get a little hard on yourself, but you're doing fabulous. One of the most talented mediums that I know. And I'm so glad that I met you through Heather's seance last year. That she did. First ever seance, and met an amazing medium that uses a pendulum to figure everything out. You're fabulous. But you're doing wonderful. I'll wait because there's like a 30-second delay from when I talk to when Facebook decides to show you that I talked. So is our family saying, why spend the holidays with family you don't like when you can be with friends? Whoop. That you do. Exactly. It's also that saying of the blood of the covenant. What is it? The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. If I'm quoting that right. I came from a different branch of Christianity. I'd have to ask my husband, but he's in the other room. And the blood bonds that you make with those around you, with your friends and your colleagues, they're stronger relationships than those that you make with those who are genetically linked to you. Love you lots too. um, so you will be just fine. I feel like the therapy for your holiday season is going to be for hanging out with friends instead. Let's see. You're welcome, Maria. Let's see. Jill says, will changing my departments in my day job be beneficial? Ooh, that's a lovely question. Jill, did you pick Vortex? Okay. Beautiful. Vortex cards. So, will changing departments in my day job be beneficial? And that is beautifully worded, by the way. I was just revamping the tarot course, and I was going over wording. Beautifully worded. Wonderfully. Not too specific, not too general. And it's actionable. Okay, so the card you're getting is every relationship I establish is eternal. In the sense that it is our desire that you come to remember that every relationship is eternal, and that once it's established, it's a part of your vibrational makeup forever. And that in your powerful now, where all you have to become converges with all that you are now becoming, you hold the power to create. So your observation of a situation, wanted or unwanted, no matter how remote you believe yourself to be, makes you a co-creative partner of the experience. So if you change departments in your day job, it will be beneficial if you hold that viewpoint. Of course, the skills that you have learned and the relationships you've made in your previous department for your day job will remain, because you can't erase the past. It will forever be a part of your vibrational makeup. However, if you hold them in good esteem in your mind, focus on their positive aspects, and focus on the positive aspects of where you will be, both will have less resistance for you. They will flow a lot more. There won't be as much negativity, and you will be happy no matter where you end up. Hi, Pam. Hi, Janet. Be sure to go back and watch this from the beginning, because I have an important message for everybody. I just want you to listen to it, because I feel like it'll help break some resistance up for you. Does that make any sense? This one is a little bit long-winded, but it's the fact that the new relationships you're establishing are influenced by one negative or positive way. Just something to keep in mind, that you carry it with you. Awesome. Thank you, Pam. Wonderful. I'm glad, Joe. You're very welcome. General for Michelle. I believe you said the tattoo. I believe. I believe. Let's not sing that song. That song's offensive. Again, for those that don't know, I have Book of Mormon now in my head, and that song is not exactly the best to sing in this environment. Um, Michelle, my wonderful Michelle, who I hope is doing wonderful with her writing. She's publishing her book, who introduced me to The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and it is absolutely wonderful. Michelle. Yes, it makes sense. Fabulous. I love you, Paige. Well, I love you, Jill Page. You're wonderful. Ooh, Michelle. I hate this mess. I hate the guidance that just popped in my head because I hate it when people tell me this, but you got the hanging man, so we gotta chill. Mainly in the sense of that by understanding that you are suspended in this kind of sense, she's suspended herself. She's part of the reason why she needs to sit back and relax because she's tangled herself up with her own hair. But she understands, she's got this glow about her, that it's a good thing. Oh my God, with the focusing. She's enlightened in her suspension. So it's not a negative thing to be chilling here, right? And the fact that she is, she's not fully clothed, and this isn't even a bikini. She's in a bra and her underwear. So she is comfortable in her vulnerability, while at the same time understands that it's a good thing, right? We have kind of these walls up when it comes to exposing ourselves, and you are sharing the exact amount of information with everyone that helps you feel a little bit vulnerable and a little bit stretched, but at the same time you're comfortable in being stretched. I just got Tightrope from The Greatest Showman stuck in my head. So perhaps that is the reason why you're having a hard time chilling and relaxing. Go, if you haven't seen that movie or listened to that song, go Google it. I believe Maya got that song last month for our Moon Sister Circle, was Tightrope. I love it too. I adore that book. I use it all the time. I'm still going through it. I'm so bad. I'm still going through it. I'll probably do it again because I have the second one. I have the one for work, and then I have the one for parents. Yep. How are you feeling, Michelle? Let me know if you're good. Hi, Rolly. Please be sure to go back and watch from the beginning. There's a message for you. Awesome lyrics. I Googled them. Yeah, if everybody in here, if you have not seen The Greatest Showman, and if you want to understand the part of the message today where I was talking about the director on stage, I saw that movie. Every time I see it, it almost makes me cry because it's like exactly the same way I get the chills. I love it. I will. Thank you. Wonderful. I'm glad. April. I can't see the deck you picked, but I will. I'll stick with the Tattoo Tarot just in case. If you can hop in here and let me know quickly while I'm shoveling. If you want the other deck, just let me know. I can't sing that. It'll get copyrighted when I pop it on YouTube. Vortex. Okay, cool. We'll do the Vortex cards. April for general. So, relationship card for April. Whose name is the month before I was born. I love it. Springtime. Okay, this one's fun. I can stop attracting don't wants by attention to do wants. So a lot of the times we're guilty of focusing on the things that we don't want because they're the most prevalent in our attention, right? And but if we want to attract new things, it's the same kind of analogy I like to give, or metaphor, that if we're in the olden days and let's say your spirituality, your mind is a house. In order to prepare for winter, we need to can new meats, well, can new jams, new meats, make preserves, stuff like that, and put them down in our basement, put them in the back of our mind, store the new information away for later. However, if you have stuff molding back there, or if you have skeletons in the back closet that keep bugging you and keep popping up, I think it's time for you to do a little house cleaning. And by attracting new things that we want, first we need to clear out the closet. We need to clean up the broken preserve jars that have molded to the floor. We need to start clearing you out, because when we do that, then there's more room for all the new things to come in, and there's this sense of satisfaction that just kind of permeates around you, knowing that you've cleared it out. So the perfect way to do this is with shadow work, which always seems a little bit scary. That's why I think the first workshop I ever did for this community was the shadow work workshop. It can be a little scary, but when you go through it and you do it and you clear out all of that emotional baggage and that trauma, you welcome in so much more, because you're focusing on the things you do want, and then the things you don't want just kind of fade. They clear out of your closet. Does that make any sense, April? I like my storytelling. in case you're new and you haven't noticed. Hi, Lori. Another one of my wonderful students. Part of me focusing on the things that I do want and the things that I love. Every single student in my academy, or every single one of my coaching clients, you can see the sticky notes. I put you all on a sticky note. So every day when I come to work, I'm bringing my attention to the things that I do want. All of you are exactly what I want to work with. And I love each of you. You know what I mean? All of you. Jamie, Jenny, Lena, Bryn, Bobby, Deb, Marlene, all of you. You're here. And I adore you. April says, you are so right on cleaning up the junk. I just started shadow work reading Dark Side of the Light Chasers. Yes. Yes. You learn to love shadow work because you feel brand new afterwards. I know it can be a little addicting. It's almost as bad as like flagellation after a while, but you feel so good. I'm so glad that you're doing it. I need to let go of past hurts and heal and move forward, accept all of me. Yeah. And the best part about focusing on things that you do want is, instead of cutting the cord, it's like you're loosening the rope and you're making it drip down lower. And you don't completely lose it, but you pull closer all the things that you do adore. Those of you that are in the academy and you did the chakra weeks with me, we did this for the crown chakra. Remember, I talked about you loosen the attachment and you let the trauma loosen, but you pull closer all the things that you adore. Your family, your friends, your visions, your dreams, your business, everything. It helps heal so much more because you're learning to loosen and not clip, right? You check on me more than my parents. Oh, I love you, love you, love you too, Maya. I want to make sure you're good. Judy says, saying what you don't want will get you what you do want. If you tell someone that you don't want the lollipops, doesn't mean that you'll get candy corn. Exactly. Judy's got it. She's tuned in, tapped, and turned on. She's got it. Wonderful. So I hope that really helped, April. Loosen your attachments and see how this goes. Let's see. Oh no! It skipped me down. Shucky darn. Okay, so it skipped some people. Judy says, please ask the cards what advice they have for me. Yes. Judy, if you have a specific deck, I can't see it anymore because it's erasing all of you. You're disappearing into the Facebook void. But let me know. Absolutely. I adore you, April. Sending all the love your way. Judy, we shall get some guidance. Tattoo. Okay, cool. I'm shuffling it anyway. Ew. You got the 10 of Wands. So this deck's depiction, right, has the energy is focused. You know what you want, but they're hurting you more than they're helping you. This bird is carrying too many messages. Or the pile is stacking so high that it just hurts. So my guidance always when it comes to the 10 of Wands, no matter what deck it really is, you need to give someone else some of those sticks. That's the hardest part, is allowing someone else to help share that burden. Like that part of the message today when I was talking about the mothers who have husbands that force them to sit and eat for 5 minutes and just let the baby cry. That was me giving some of the wands to my husband when we first had our daughter. I would not do anything, and literally, like, she was crying and she was fine, and but he forced me to sit there and finish the cereal because I was so tired and I wouldn't let myself eat. I would always stop. So you need to give some of these wands to someone else before it continues to hurt you. And not all of the time is the wands physical. We always see people literally carrying the wands, but it's that pressure to get everything done. It's that pressure to be the maker and to be the provider, because we feel like it's all on our shoulders and that we're alone, when in reality there's always one person that we can share that burden with. And if you don't have someone physically with you, you can always talk to your guides, or you can post in the group. Get it off your chest, and it will help. Hi, Joanna. Problem is there's no one else to give them to. Then give them to the group. Come talk to us. Or put your foot down and say, hey, I need to share some of this burden, otherwise I'm going nuts, and then everything's going to fall apart. And it's not selfish to put some of the sticks down, even for the moment, to leave them on the ground and come back and get them later. It's not selfish, right? Hi, Denise. Make sure you go back and you watch the messages for me. Does that make sense? I know it's easier said than done, but you got this. You can do this. No, Facebook, you're sucking all the messages away. Hugs. Wonderful. Let me know how you're doing, Judy. I love you. I support you. I'm energetically helping lift some of those for you. You're super welcome. Okay, I think Lynn wanted a message, but it disappeared. So, Lynn, let me know if you still want to have a message done. And let me know what deck, and I shall be happy to draw a card. If I don't hear from you, then I'll keep scrolling down, because Facebook is making it disappear. I still have tightrope in my head. I'm still here. Awesome! Would you still like a card? Your stuff disappeared. Like, Facebook swallowed it. Either deck. Okay. Was it just general, or did you have something specific? Biz stuff. Okay. So perhaps how to build more relationships for your business. Perhaps that. I keep getting kicked out. Stupid Facebook. It's been a kind of day. Yeah. My God. Mercury, can you kick in after the live, pretty please? That's okay. Go on, Maria. I hope you have a fabulous day at work. I appreciate you joining us. You're wonderful. You're valid. You're vibrant. You're radiant. You're strong. Let's see for Lynn. I'm pulling a relationship card, by the way. Okay. My relationships are supposed to feel good, right? Your life is supposed to feel good. before you were born, you knew that the primary component of your physical experience would offer the greatest value for your personal and collective expansion and joy. Okay? So, when it comes to clients, when it comes to money, when it comes to your business, when it comes to literally everything, it's supposed to feel good. If the if your clients, if you hate reading for them, if you find yourself thinking, I gotta do a reading for this person, I gotta do a reading for Billy Bob today, and I don't particularly want to read for Billy Bob because he's draining. It's supposed to feel good. Don't do it. Well, that means leaving the place I just signed on to do acupuncture. Yeah. Sadly, even though you love the thing that you do, you may not love the place, or you may not love the people, or the clientele, or the money that it brings in. Money, also, if we have a relationship with it, with energy, or even think of this. This was a lovely thought that someone mentioned. If your business was it was a person, what kind of relationship would you have with it? Would your business, like an actual relationship, like a marriage, allow you to stay up all night doing things for them? Would your business allow you to not eat, or allow you to go places that you really don't want to go in an effort to make them better? What kind of relationship would you have? Because your relationships are supposed to feel good. If it doesn't feel good, then it's not going to hinder your relationship with your business if you choose to not take a certain path. It'll hinder your relationship with yourself if you do that, right? That's it, yes. The person I signed on with, yeah. So, um, even if you don't particularly, if even though monetarily in the back of your mind you're like, I need this, I need the money, I need the thing, there is always a simpler way to go about it that feels good than forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do. That makes sense? So then I would think to yourself, how can I better this relationship, or how can I make this relationship feel good? I do. Awesome. Awesome sauce. I don't know why I started messing with my earring. Oh, awesome. Deep breath of relief. Absolutely. You're not crazy, I promise. It's just not the best relationship for you. Oh, that's okay. That's all right, Cindy. I hope you had a wonderful time at work. I just saw your thing. Okay, it skipped some people, so let me know if you would still like a card. I think Maya wanted one. Perhaps. And then besides that, Facebook's letting me see the recent people, but I want to catch the people that were here too. So we'll do Maya, then Denise, since that's what it's letting me see. Absolutely. Maya, would you like a card? You're welcome, Maria. I shall see you soon. You're another one of my wonderful students on my wall. Wonderful. So let's do Maya first and then Denise. What card, what deck would you like, Maya? I would like one too. Okay, yes. Yes. Okay. Let's make a list. So I remember. Do you remember the time? I can't sing that song. Lori. Career path, a lot going on. Yup. And I imagine you mean for your business, not for your job, not for your 9 to 5, but verify that for me. Because I'll also do a reading with you this month for the Moon Sister Circle too. You can pick the deck. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Sleepyhead. Make sure you go back and you watch from the beginning. I got important stuff for you. No, both. Okay, both. Okay, so let's do relationship card. Relationship card. This weird Picasso art. Right. You got by my attention to things, I am making choices. So, what people do not understand is that you do not choose something by looking at it and shouting, yes, I would like some of that. You make your choices by your attention to things. In this universe that is based on attraction, when you look at an unwanted thing, your attention causes an activation of the vibration within you. And the law of attraction brings more of it into your experience. So, if you don't want your job, or if you don't want a specific part of your job, don't focus on that. Focus on, if this is saying energetically attract the things you do want. So turn your attention to the things that you still really like. If you got to make a list of aspects about your job that you like still, do it. If you can't make a list, then you need to make a list of what it would be like if you left. When it comes to your business, make a list of the things that you love about it. Not the things that you don't, the things that you love. And when you focus on that, then more of it will come. And new things will come. You're good, Amanda. So it's not really justice. It's saying that turn your attention to the things that you like, and that will bring the balance. Right? And of course, if it's something like something dire that needs your attention immediately, obviously don't ignore it. You need to take care of it. However, when it comes to general, everyday kinds of things, turn your attention to the things that you like about it. Maya, yes, makes sense. I'm paying attention to what you're doing with me. And I feel like it's going legal. I have already decided I'm leaving. Okay, so focusing on that relief about when you were leaving. It's like, now you can be your own boss. Now people won't be calling you to work when you're sick. Now you can control your income stream and not have to worry about things. Gotcha. Awesome. Fabulous. I love you, Maya. You're fabulous. I love you. Okay, next was Denise. I believe you were asking about guidance. Which deck would you like? You can do the Getting into the Vortex cards, or you can do the Tattoo Tarot. Either. We'll leave it to Denise, Lori, and Adrian. I'm going to take these earrings off. They're bugging me. Ow. Because I have to get on a call with a wonderful Caitlin in a minute. And like I said, the replay for this will go up on the Tube of Views, the YouTubes, and it'll probably be shared to my business page, and it'll go to the email list. So no one's missing out. Because I love you, Amanda, sure. You'll be my last one. I'm open to whatever shows up for you. Cool. Maya says, exactly. I will not have wasted my life doing something I don't like. I was born to be a healer. Born to heal people with soap. That was horrible. That was horrible. Don't sing that. That was horrible. But yes, I absolutely agree. Okay, let's do a relationship card for Denise. I know Denise is doing a wonderful month of quantum manifestations in her group. That's going very interestingly. Your card is, why do I want the relationship that I want? So why do you want the thing? Okay, so think about what you want in the relationship and why you want it. Look for those around you that are experiencing good relationships with whatever relationship you want to make with this, and feel appreciation for them. Make lists of positive aspects of these good feeling relationships you have spent time with. And in fact, the best way to attract the kind of relationship when you know why you want it is to focus on something that consistently feels good. Right? So if you have a relationship with something that is not exactly the best right now, or you're trying to specifically attract or manifest something, figure out why you want it. Make that very clear and concise. Sometimes when it comes to our niche and our field, we are too general. We just say we want to heal people. We want to keep people from being sad. No, specifically why. Like, what is this person experiencing? And we don't mean their eye color and their age and stuff like that. We mean more of what experience have they gone through that they need healing from? What's physically going on and emotionally? And when you figure that out, where physically and emotionally you want to be and what this relationship or this manifestation will specifically do for you and make that better, then focus on something that really feels good. Think about where you want to be, visualize it, maybe make a vision board and go take a bath. Or go get your toes done, or eat some peppermint Ghirardelli chocolate, or whatever it is. Does that make sense, Denise? Let me know. Let me know. Great, thanks. Absolutely. Wonderful. Lori was next. Lori, which deck would you like? Tattoo Tarot or Vortex cards? I'm going to shuffle this. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I know Lori is another one of my wonderful students that's been having a hard time lately. Sending the biggest hug to you. Tattoo, wonderful. Let's pull a card for Lori. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I'm a weird reader that doesn't like bending my cards to shuffle. That's from years of playing Magic the Gathering and not wanting to bend my cards. Same thing if I freak out if I drop my cards on the floor, or if they're all like bent and stuff. Don't bend my cards. I will shuffle them interestingly. Ooh, Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords pops up in a couple of different ways. Sometimes we need a Queen of Swords energy in our life. But sometimes this is the kind of persona that we need to be. The Queen of Swords. Yes, this is the microphone that I typically use, but it's usually over there. I did this so I could serenade everyone with my crying at the beginning of this. You can see she's not completely perfect. She's got hair sticking out and her makeup's a little runny and stuff like that. However, she finds power within her messiness, within the things that she does. No one wants to mess with her, right? And it's not in a King of Swords way where she's so blunt that she puts people off. It's more of the kind of person that is still nurturing while kicking you lovingly in the ass. Okay, so you either need someone in your life like this right now, or you need to start embodying this. Because when you start going through a lot of stuff, sometimes we forget about boundaries. And a sword in the ground is a pretty good boundary. It makes a statement, hence why they used to do that and put helmets on top to mark graves, right? Or if we think of the Eight of Swords as a person surrounded by swords, that is a pretty sharp boundary. So I'd go plant your sword. Or find someone who has planted theirs so you can help. Like, so you can get some help and some guidance. Does that make sense? Let me know, Lori, because you're fabulous. Now I want to make sure that you feel served and happy. There's like a 30-second delay. Facebook needs to step up their game. Yes, it does. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay. Whoops, excuse me. Adrian, if you are still around, let me know what deck you'd like and if you have a specific question. My hat keeps slipping. I made a new hat, but the hem is too short. Like, it's too small. So, like, it keeps falling. and I guess today, after I'm done, before we wrap up, I will let you know about the offers I released, about the ways that the Crown Academy is going to start supporting you. Yes, either and business. Yes. Okay, let's do Tattoo Tarot for this. I've been pulling the relationship cards, but let's do Tattoo Tarot for your business. Because there's been some updates to the Academy that I can let everybody know about. Okay, Page of Cups. So, some part of this feels emotionally new for you, right? I love this koi fish. It's so pretty. This is more of an emotional thing for you. You're still really emotionally attached. There's a little bit of stability here because we got a flower, got earth, right? But we need a little bit more decisiveness, a little bit more passion. So really thoroughly defining why you want to heal so much and what specifically that you want to do with this, how you can make this watery kind of energy feel more streamed. It's like you need to build up a dam on either side of your stream for where you are directing your energy so that it's not meandering. We need to focus all this wonderful energy because you're a natural healer. You're naturally empathic. I feel whenever I get cups for people that are for business, and you're naturally very nurturing, but I don't want you to grow into someone that gets walked over easily because it's easy to, you have a koi tattoo. Haha, this was meant for you. It's easy to walk through water, right? If it's just trickling and it's meandering. We want to build you up into a full raging river, okay? With these boundaries on the side that have been created. So, and you are changing. You have abundance heading your way. My daughter would flip right now because you've got a ladybug. Boo, you got a ladybug. She's my ladybug hunter. So you have abundance heading your way if you focus more on the air kind of mentality. If we start really narrowing down your mission, start communicating what you want and get a decisive plan that you follow, you'll be really good. And I say air for that because ladybugs fly and this one has its wings out. Right? Woo! Can you focus for me? Whatever, it doesn't want to focus. But does that make sense? Have you felt like you've been a little wondering which way to go right now when it comes to your business? Let's wait a second. Let me know if that's really clear for you. You're super welcome. Awesome. Fabulous. Amanda, you're our last one. Let me know how you're feeling. Which deck would you like, my dear? Because I know your business. I need to coach with you again. You need to hop on to coaching with me again. But let me know which deck you would like and what specifically, if there is anything specific that you want to go over. Wonderful. You're wonderful, Adrian. Thank you so much for coming in. You're new. I'm glad that you joined me. Miss Amanda. Well, Mrs. Amanda. Tattoo. Cool. Anything specific, my dude? Nothing? I hate this 30-second delay. It drives me up the wall. There's 11 people in here. Master number. And it's 11/17 and it's November 16th. Beautiful. I'm trying to decide, staying with my my muggle job longer, having issues with getting my business off the ground. Ew. Aw, everybody's switched. People left. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. Muggle, not Puggle. Yes, I got you. I got you. So I got the Five of Cups. And I like this representation, right? Because there's this wonderful woman who's a little bit well off. She can see the stability in the distance, knows that it's heading her way, and this light, like all of her attention is being put on the things that aren't working right now, right? When she has some things that absolutely are. And they're just as bright, but her back is turned. Story of the Five of Cups, right? So, when it comes to this, there are some things that are working for your business. We just need to get really concise about those things and turn our attention to them, because that's going to make it spread out. And it's not going to bring back specifically the cups and the liquid that they were holding, but we can reuse those cups and fill them with something more nutritious or something more sustainable for you, right? So I would really, 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 really suggest focusing on the good things. And I feel like these are a part of your business already, the things that you absolutely adore, and run from there, right? Because you're doing a lot better than you believe you are. Because if we look at it, all this water has fallen on the ground, right? But if it were holding roses, it equals the amount of the same thing that she lost. So perhaps even check your support system, especially now that things with hubby are better. Check with things like your finances. You might be better off than you thought you were, because you're just looking at the things that have gone wrong. Or the things you would potentially lose if you did leave the job. Hi, Sue. Does that make sense, Amanda? Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. And Sue, because you just came in, make sure that you go back and watch the beginning, because there's a message that I have for everybody, and I want to make sure that you get it as well. Does it make sense, Amanda? Let me know if you have questions, because you know I'll be talking to you soon anyway. Wonderful. So, with the message that I gave today, my homework for everyone else that is here and that will be watching for the replay, which please, again, let me know if you're watching. That way I make sure that you got it and that you heard the message, and if you have any questions for what I was talking about. So my homework for you is to really be kind to yourself. We're entering the holiday season. We're getting that holiday havoc happening right now, where we're going to start stressing out because we're worried about money for other people, for spending money on gifts, for having all these people that we don't particularly care for in our house. And then we have to think at the same time, it's like the veil is thinned. Now we're moving into the colder time of year. We're going to be getting really introspective, be looking at some shadow work. Just really remember to take care of you, because you're absolutely valid. And I really, really do love you. I love every single one of you. And I know that every single person in here has the potential to become an incredibly powerful energy worker, an incredibly powerful psychic. A lot of you already are, and you just haven't really identified your worth yet. And I just want to make it really clear for you, even if you feel like no one is in your corner, and even if you don't believe a single damn word coming out of my mouth right now, which you don't have to. You don't have to believe me, but that's not going to change the opinion that I really do care. And I'm here to serve you and support you and make sure that you are prospering. Because that's the whole reason I became a coach. That's the whole reason, even when I started doing readings, I was like, I don't want to do readings no more. I want to work with people one-on-one. I want to be a coach because it feels more fulfilling for me. It flows a lot more for me, and I get to help people one-on-one a lot more if I am. And I want to make sure that all of you feel nurtured. Because I've been there. I know what it's like to have people that you really care about, or to be in a situation where you felt abandoned. And I don't want anyone in my community to feel like I've done that with them. I'm here to help you. And of course, I can't want it more than you. You have to do a little bit of the work, but at the same time, everything I put out, when I ask a question or I want you to do a poll, or I'm being inquisitive with you, I'm trying to I'm trying to help push that trigger a little bit so that you can fly to the next level and you can start manifesting the life that you desire faster and less complicated, right? I want to work with every single one of you. I want to have all of you be my students. And I want you to prosper because I can see every single one of you. I can see your paths just booming and just being amazing and just flourishing. Okay? Because you have been in the mud long enough. I'm here to help you bloom. So, if that makes sense. And again, you don't have to believe me, but I want to just put that out there because I feel like each and every single one of you needs to hear that today, right? Amanda says at the moment we're worse off than we were a month ago, but hubby should be going back to work soon, so that'll make things much better. Exactly. So even though you'd be losing some things and recently it doesn't look as good, it will be much better. So let's focus on the 2 cups that are remaining for you. That way, when you move forward, you realize that you have a lot more, and you have a lot more to look forward to than you do now. Everybody's getting better. We're still in the busy season. There's still time to start making changes for yourself. You can start working on the things that you wish you could get done for 2019 right now. Let's get started. If you have not accepted my invitation to get on a call with me, really all we're doing is taking like 20-30 minutes to see where your practice and your business are, where I can fill in the holes, so you can start making money and start getting those insights immediately. And if the energy feels right, I'll invite you to one of my programs. If not, I won't touch that part of the conversation. But I want everyone in here to take that opportunity to talk with me one-on-one, because that's really what I like. That's my bread and butter, is to chat with you one-on-one. A few of you already scheduled with me and have talked with me. I've reached out individually through Messenger, so be sure to check your Messenger. I'm being authentic. I really want to talk to you. There's the link for you. Just click it, and it'll take you to my sign-up form. Make sure you fill out the application, because that'll save us time on the call, so I know where you are, where you're struggling, and all that kind of stuff, and it makes it so neither of us are wasting any time to get you the answers you need. And besides that, I really appreciate everyone coming that did today. A whole chunk of you came today to come and hear the message that I had channeled last night for you. So I really appreciate that. And I would really want to express how much that means to me. So for this next week, I want to let you know next week I will not be as active here in the group, because I will be forcing myself to sit out and spend time with my family. Those who have coaching sessions with me or meetings with me, they'll be honored. And I will still be meeting with you, But besides that, I won't be as active here in the group. Um, I will be sending out emails because I'm filling up all of my programs for the next 6 months um, that I currently have. I will be filling them up all next week. So if you're on the email list, you'll be getting emails for that. If you don't want to see them, then just delete it. Don't even look at it. If you don't want to do it, then fine. If I'm not your vibe, but I want to make sure that everybody has that invitation extended. That way we can get started immediately and start fulfilling your goals for 2019 right now, right? So I hope everyone has a fabulous day. I adore each and every single one of you. I can't wait to come back. I hope you all have a fabulous Thanksgiving. If you don't have Thanksgiving where you are, I hope you still have lots of turkey and ham and oh be joyful sweet potato pie, and you're surrounded by people you adore and you love as we go into the Yule season. And I shall be talking to you soon. Bye!